Hi all, in the previous video we talked about dictionaries in Python. Today we are here to discuss about another data structure in Python, that is set. So what is a set? So a set is again another data structure which is again used to hold multiple values inside curly braces. So the difference between a set and a dictionary is that a set cannot have duplicate items, just like keys in a dictionary. So even if you give duplicate entries, it will be taken down and only one of those entries will be stored. And hence we can use them to identify unique elements of a sequence. Now it is an unordered collection. Just like unlike list, okay. For list we have indices to access elements. For in case of dictionary we have key. Since it's key value pairs, we have keys to access values, and we have a lot of methods to access keys as well. But in case of set, it is unordered, and hence they do not maintain an order. Now, how do we initialize a set in Python? It's simple. We give 1, 2, 3, and yes, it just prints it as such. So what if we give duplicate entries? Still the same output because it just takes down the duplicate values. Now this is the constructor for set. So if you want to initialize a set without any values, so how do we used to do that in a dictionary? For a dictionary we used to give d equal to empty curly braces. For a set we have to give the set constructor for. So it creates an empty set. It creates an empty set. Now, inside this set constructor, you could either give values or an iterable. Iterable basically means a list or a tuple, and it will convert it to a set. So maybe here you could give LETP 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and a duplicate entry maybe 1 I'll give 3 times, or 2 and I'll give 2 times. So if if I give that list object inside the set constructor, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. That is the unique elements of that list. Now, yeah, in set can hold again any type of objects inside it. It may be strings, it may be integers, it can be tuples, whatever. Now, set operations. Yeah, this just works like how union, intersection, difference, and symmetric works in basic linear, uh, basic algebra in which we have studied in our high schools. So a union of two sets is basically you add the all the elements to just together, and intersection is where you get the common elements of those two sets. Difference is what is unique with in set A with respect to set B, that will be printed, and symmetric means elements that are either in A or B, but that's not present in the intersection part. So we'll demonstrate that s equal to s1 equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 7. So s2 may be 4, 8, 9, 10. So what happens if we give print s1? So union is represented by a straight line, and intersection is represented using ampersand. Difference again just normal minus, and symmetric using x1 equal to. ordered as a matter. So now the intersection using normal algebra will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. And the only intersection is 4. And the difference, the number of elements in S1 that is unique to S1 and that's not included in S2 is 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. And when we take the ampersand operator in XOR operator for performing the symmetric operation, we get all those elements in the union. Basically, it's the union minus the intersection part. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is all about set operations. Now, again, as we mentioned in dictionary, for a dictionary lookup, it takes bigger of 1. There also we mentioned for a list, it takes bigger of n. Now, again, in case of sets, it takes bigger of 1. What is this kind of complexity that we will come across in future videos. So now we are going to demonstrate each of the methods that is mentioned here that is used for modifying set data. Now, firstly, add function. It is just used to add that element to the set. So when we run this part of code, we just get 10 added to the list. That's it. Now, how about remove? What if we want to remove a particular element from the set? We just give the set name dot remove of the and then we will give the element name. See, we just removed 3 uh, from this set. Now, if I give s1 dot remove once again, it will throw an error as 3 is no longer present in the set. See, after printing s1, the next line throws an error, key error, because 3 is no more, it's not there in the set anymore. Now, what's the use of discard function? Again, it's just used to remove elements from the list, set, and it is just used to remove elements from the set, and it won't throw an error if that element is not present. So maybe I'll give 100 here. So as you can see, it throws no error, nothing is done. The program execution is not stopped by throwing an error, it just handles that error. So that's the use of discard function. If you are sure of the existence of that element in the set, then you can use remove, or else we use discard to avoid the error, the potential key error it might throw. The remove function might throw. Now we have pop function, very similar to what we have seen in list. It just pops a random element here. Since sets are not ordered, it just, when we give the pop function, it just randomly removes any element. So here it removed 1 from the set. Now if I render my code again, 2 is removed. So this is the use of pop function, and it returns the removed element back to the program. That's the use of pop. Now if I give s1 dot clear, the clear function is used to clear up all the data. Basically the set, the structure of the set remains there as data is cleared. Coming to comparison methods of set, now is disjoint. This is just used to check if there are any common elements. Basically, two sets are said to be disjoint if they don't have any common elements. That is, their intersection should be an unset. If we talk in terms of math, pure math. Now, this method is basically used to check whether both the set 1 and set 2 are destroyed. And this subset is basically used to check whether the given set is subset of another set that we have. Basically, we have two sets, set A and set B. Now, we just have to, if we have to compare these sets, these are the methods available, and you can also check them using these syntaxes. So, what does A less than or equal to B means? It checks whether A is a subset of B. Now, what is A greater than or equal to B means? It checks whether A is a superset of B. Now, this could also be given as A dot is subset of B or A dot is superset of B. Now, update A dot update of B if you give if you have two sets A and B, and you have to update set A with set B. You use the update function A dot update of B. Now, you could see here 5 is getting added from S2 to S1 when we give the update function. So these are the uses of comparison methods. It is just used to compare two set. Now we have frozen set, which is basically sets which are immutable, and these can be used as dictionary keys since they are immutable. So once they are created, they cannot be changed. Now that's all about sets in Python. Before we end the session, we will just run through a random problem. Now the question says we have a sequence of n integers. Now we have to find how many different integers are actually there. That is the unique elements present in that sequence. So the only input that we have is the number of integers and that sequence. Number of integers as to number of integers in the sequence. Now we have to print how many unique elements exist. For example, in this case, 1, 2, 4, there are 3 different elements. Here only one element. Here we have 1, 3, 4, 2, 5, 9, and 6. So 7 elements. So it will take a moment, think about it. So coming back to the question, so the input, so first we need to receive the input. So first we receive the integer, that is the length of the sequence, using a normal variable. Now the sequence is converted and stored as a list for easiness, and now we just convert it into a list. The sequence, we usually store such sequences using list in programming. So we saved the whole sequence into a list and it was stored in the variable L. Now for getting the unique elements of a list, as we have mentioned, we have the set constructor. If we give this iterable inside the set constructor, if we give the list inside the set constructor, it will return the set of unique values present in that list. So here, when we give this command, a set is created and it is initialized to S. This set holds the unique values in L. Now, the question was to find the number of integers, unique integers. So we print the length of this set that will return the unique elements. So if we run a sample program, so we'll give a length to be 5 and we'll give 1, 2, 3. So basically we have 3 unique elements. Now 3 is our answer. This is all about set in Python.